Hi, I'm John Britton, and we are right here on my mission field, Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia, Arkansas. Why Magnolia, Arkansas? Why reach this campus? 1 Samuel 17, David is looking to fight Goliath. He's about to go out and he's asking all kinds of questions about what does he get if he wins. And his brother comes and tells him, go home, go away. And David looks and says, is there not a cause? We have a cause to be here. What cause could that be? Well, if you consider that today, the young people of this generation, only 5% say that they're Christian. That means 95% of this generation does not even claim to be Christian. You see, that is our biggest cause. To share the light of the gospel, the good news with these young people, and to reach our campus for the world. Today I want to share with you a couple of people and statistics about things about our campus, and I hope you get our heart, our vision of why we are here, the cause for us being here. We're here today talking to the head mule rider, our president, Dr. Rankin. Dr. Rankin, you have maybe a different viewpoint than maybe a lot of presidents would have, being a good Christian man. What is the need for Chi Alpha or ministry on our campus with students?
Well, in fact, I spoke to the student orientation group this morning, and I told them we have over 80 student organizations on the campus, and many of our religious organizations are on the campus and have a great impact on the students' lives. And I feel like that students come to the university not only searching for a career, but searching for meaning in life, searching for direction. And I think that our Christian organizations, religious organizations, help them with that mission. And it also is a great way to make friends with people that have similar beliefs that you do.
All right. Well, there you've heard it. One of the reasons there is a cause, there is a need for us being on our campus. I'm here today talking with Ms. Claudia Finney-Lyons in the International Student Office. And Ms. Finney, how many international students do we have here at SAU?
Well, we average a total of about 120.
Okay. How many countries are there?
About 30 different countries.
30 different countries.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And what's the need, maybe, the connection maybe we have with Chi Alpha with international students?
Since its inception, Chi Alpha has been so great in assisting our students in forming friendships and really helps them bond with the university.
Is there a real big need for Chi Alpha here?
I believe so, because students really, like I say, it's a great way to gain friendships with others and learn about the culture.
Here we are with 3 of our international students. Tell us your name and where you're from.
Hey, I'm Sudish. I'm from Sri Lanka.
I'm Daniel from Nigeria.
Hey, I'm Mary from Cameroon.
Just 3 more reasons why we are here on our campus. We're here in Honors Dorm on our campus, where students come and they live and they socialize. And you say, why do we need Chi Alpha in here? What about other places? Well, I can tell you that this is the place where students come and they face temptation, they face trials, where they try alcohol, drugs, pornography, all kinds of different things, sometimes for the first time, and it makes a lasting effect on their life. And we must be here to break students free, to show them the light of Christ. I know of one student who came into his dorm and he passed out right there on the floor in the middle of the dorm room, and people would walk by and think, well, that's kind of odd. He's laying there, it's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And they just kept walking by, and finally, after a couple of hours of laying there on the floor, somebody said something is wrong, and they picked him up and took him to the hospital, and he had alcohol poisoning. You see, we are the ones that need to be there to make sure that students, that if they're falling down, that we can pick them up. If they struggle, we're there to embrace them and show them the love of Christ and to bring them to Christ. Here with Sandra Smith, the Dean of Students at SAU. And I just want to ask you, Sandra, maybe what are some of the things that students face on campuses, and maybe even a testimony of yours about Chi Alpha and why we need Chi Alpha?
Okay. I think that the thing that students deal with most when they come to college campus a lot of times struggle with is there's alcohol. This is nationwide, alcohol and noise. But I think probably the most thing where Christian organizations can help is a lot of times when students come to college, they've grown up in church all their life, they've had the opportunity to be at the church every time the doors are open, but when they come to college, they don't have that easy access and those relationships that are built with a local church. And so I think that's where Chi Alpha and different campus ministries comes in very handy. And just a testimony of mine, when I came to college, I came to college, had been grown up in church all my life, and had been there every time the door was open, every special event. And when I came to college, I tried to get involved in local churches, and I just never really felt my niche. And so I got involved in Chi Alpha, and it really transformed my life because it's that gap, or it helps bridge that gap between the local churches and the college and the student's life. And so it's a great way to be that bridge to connect our students to the local church, to connect them with other believers, and to have that opportunity to pull those students out. They have great leadership potential in the churches, have great ways to be able to serve in the churches. They just need that little help to kind of drag them in and kind of pull them in out of the college atmosphere.
That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Well, this is another reason why we need Chi Alpha in the city. Thank you. We're here in one of the classrooms on our campus where students come and they're learning and they want to get more knowledge and more information. But many times the things that they face in the classroom is almost just as bad as outside the classroom, because one, we have atheists who get up and teach these young people and the man's views and man's ways, and they make them learn what they know and indoctrinates them into their life. There's a reason why 80% of all young people who come from our churches don't return back to the church. And one of the reasons is right here, because teachers change their minds and change them and pull them into the world's way of thinking and world's views. That's why we are here, to make them sure that God is Lord of their life and to show them that God has true knowledge and is the true way. Mordecai told Esther that maybe you were in this position, maybe you got into this place, that God placed you here for such a time as this. The bell tower rings every 15 minutes on our campus, and it tells us what time it is. But it tells me and it reminds me of something else. The time is short, but the time of us reaching young people is drawing near. This is one of the most strategic times in a young person's life, when they're making choices, decisions that's going to change the rest of their life. And we need to be here just to reach them during this time, to help guide them and direct them and help them. I ask everyone who sees this, everyone who watches this, to pray for us. You see, you don't go into the devil's playground to steal back what's been stolen without him getting a little upset. So I'm asking you to pray for us that we can shed the light into our campus and to reach these young people. But I also ask everyone who watches this to pray about and to support us. You see, we cannot be on this campus, we cannot reach these young people unless people like you get their wallets out and help us and support us to make sure that we are redeeming the time. That we are redeeming the time because the days are evil. I want to thank you for your prayers in advance. I also ask that you would please pray about supporting us today and help us reach our campus, SAU, our mission field for Christ.